name is Brad Harness. I'm leader of Reform Ontario, and I'm here today to talk to you a bit about Reform Ontario's Smart Schools plan. Educating Ontarians is another key responsibility of the provincial government. As with healthcare, despite what both federal political parties and the national media say, education is purely a provincial area of responsibility. Having said that, we must acknowledge Ontarians want their education system to be there when they need it, to be simple to use, effective, affordable, and responsive. Can Ontario's education system be improved from where we are today? Yeah, I think it can. First, our starting point is at your local publicly funded elementary and secondary schools. In recent years, Ontarians have been faced with curriculum issues, standardized testing issues, and school closure issues. Reform Ontario would first and foremost disband the district school boards and return schools and school funding over to their respective local municipalities. In this way, operations of the schools can be held closely accountable to taxpayers and parents. Municipalities, after all, already operate bricks and mortar parking lots and playing fields to deliver other local services that you use throughout the year. Schools are no different. While Ministry of Education officials would still develop the curriculum, license the teachers, conduct standardized testing, and inspect schools, municipalities would operate the schools. Principals would be assigned a budget and would hire and manage all staff and all funds. Any school closure decisions would therefore be very visible to local decision makers long in advance. Real school-by-school cost and revenue data would be available to them, and procedures to mitigate any funding shortfalls at any individual schools would be able to be taken. Secondly, all-day kindergarten. This is simply bringing in publicly funded daycare through the back door. What working couple currently faced with daycare expenses out of their own pocket isn't thrilled with the prospect of free daycare, especially if it's dressed up as school, in this case kindergarten. Education in Ontario is not compulsory until grade 1. Kindergarten years are time for parents to get personally involved in their toddler's first learning experiences and make their own imprint on that child. Why would anyone want to pass that task off to somebody else? If it's about money, and for some it is, while for the teachers' unions it's also about Big Brother, the state, knowing how better to educate your children than you do, Reform Ontario has a solution. Let's make stay-at-home parenting affordable for you. We propose that for each child not yet in grade 1, you will be able to deduct $500 per month per child from your taxable family income. That means $6,000 per year per child. Ontario needs to boost its population through higher birth rates, and this is our solution to this pending labor shortage. Third, revisions to our Ontario curriculum. Reform Ontario wants to make sure we boost science, which ties in nicely to our research and development initiatives for business and job creation. We want to push apprenticeships to get around some of that pending labor shortage issues that will be facing us in the next 5, 10, 15 years. We want to tame the sex ed content and promote daily physical activity and accommodate that within a school day which is better suited to you, the hardworking parent. A school day which matches the typical work day that you face, thus minimizing before and after school childcare costs. And finally, let's have a look at post-secondary education. Again, this is a provincial responsibility and not a federal one. Reform Ontario would streamline the programs offered at universities and community colleges to eliminate overlaps. This would increase the value of each program, of each diploma, of each degree, and minimize the need for follow-on programs after graduation and all the horrendous costs associated with that for each individual student. Thank you.